This is Vinz from your Geek Facts. We're back at the Propstore. Well, we never left, but it's a new scene.
Oh, don't ruin the illusion of
Yeah. No. But yeah, we're at the Propstore. We got some really cool stuff to show you guys. If you're a Star Wars fan, these things might look familiar or not. And we'll just have a bit of a chat about it.
Sure. Yeah. So this is, we have a couple of the Droid Manuals from the original movie. So this is part of John Steer's collection, who was a special effects guy. A lot of the mechanical effects on Star Wars, the things we know and love today, were created by John. The lightsaber, the land speeder, and perhaps, most famously the droids.
Yeah.
So this is kind of the operating manual for R2-D2. So inside are various, we could get some shots of the inside with schematics and also, just how he powers up, how he works.
These are practical stuff, really.
Yeah, exactly. All the sort of technical stuff to actually make the droids work on screen.
Okay.
The cover has got the triangular sticker, which kind of appeared on many of the documents, scripts. It's Ralph McQuarrie's design of Luke. That is a nice touch.
Yeah.
You've got a drawing, an illustration of R2, probably done by John himself.
Yeah, because there's multiples of these with other droids on it, like the Jawa droids and everything.
Right. Exactly right. Yeah, really, really interesting piece of history.
Yeah, but also very fun to see that they actually went out of their way to document this, just because.
Yeah, I just think it was a practical requirement to work on.
Well, yeah, they're complex. Yeah. But yeah, I would think like back in the day, documentation wouldn't be a thing because you just have the guy there.
Yeah.
But I guess having all the shooting locations that Star Wars had, it's probably easier
different robots and different things.
Yeah.
Threatening to break down at the same time.
Yeah, I can't wait to dive into this because I am an R2 builder myself, and I spent significant amounts of making one so far. But it would be really nice to see how the actual R2 has been made and how it's been designed. Because it's mostly a mystery for most what's going inside. Of course, there's R2-D2 with Kenny Baker in there. Yeah. It's also the animatronic one.
Yeah, there's still a lot of machinery and kit, and still got wheels and functionality. So even the basic stuff needs looking after.
Yeah, exactly. So that would be a very interesting thing to look at. Another thing that I would have never dreamt of, because this is something I have read about ever since I was a child, was the draft with Luke Starkiller and the Journal of the Wills and everything in there. We have it here in the paper, so to say, if not in the flesh. But
so we've seen a couple of these over the years. Because we've dealt with a number of crew members who had the original drafts.
Yeah.
However, this one's a bit special because this is the property of Anthony Daniels, the guy who played C-3PO, of course. Yeah. We are very lucky and privileged to be offering Anthony's collection in the auction, and this is one of my favourite lots because this is his personal script for the original movie.
Yeah.
Star Wars. I still call it Star Wars.
Yeah.
I don't call it New Hope. It's always been Star Wars for me. But this is, as you say, a little bit different. Yeah. This is such an early draft with this rather elaborate title.
Yeah, the Star Wars even.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is about back when George Lucas was still getting the concept of Star Wars ready. This was all Luke Starkiller. The Force was a whole different concept than it was before. And I just casually, saw some parts of the script, and it mentions like planets like Utapau, which will come back in the prequel trilogy, but weren't mentioned in the original one. This is just a treasure trove for any Star Wars fan to go through. So if you are interested in this, we'll come up with the price soon. But it's up for sale at Propstore next week. Or is it?
Yes, next week, next Thursday.
Yeah.
Thursday, the 9th of November.
Yeah, so when we're filming this, it's going to be next week, and hopefully we'll have the movie out, or the episode out before that, so we can share it with all of you. I'll make sure to make that happen. And it's it's a real collector's item, if any.
Yeah, it's a real piece of history, real moment.
Yes. I think this could be considered the Bible for some.
Yeah.
When it comes to Star Wars.
Where it all started.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then the lesser part of the Star Wars history.
But again, this is from Anthony again. Yeah. So this is his whole kind of document Bible for the holiday special.
Yeah.
Which is obviously, not everybody's favourite moment in Star Wars, but still, I think more and more people are kind of revisiting it and sort of having more appreciation for it, and more understanding of it. But this is Anthony's, record. It's his script, his notes, his dialogue changes,
everything.
He invites to a screening. So absolutely, all there, a real fascinating document to go through.
Yeah, I can imagine. And for those not in the know, there was like a people. Well, initially it was very obscure, Like if before the internet, it was only aired once, I believe, during Christmas, and then people just had to get it from bootleg videotapes to watch it. There were rumors going around that it was aired in America, for example, in the UK as well.
I know it's a really hard thing to see. Years and years before I saw it.
Yeah. And then in the 90s with the special edition, that's when I got involved in Star Wars a lot. There were people who had like screenshots of it, and it was very obscure. And then thankfully with the internet, it became more available, and now you see actual stuff being sold that is inspired by the holiday special, and that's a fun thing to see it come full circle.
It's definitely a new round of love for it.
Yeah, definitely. So it's basically the perfect timing to actually get this up for auction. And so it's an hefty book. It's big. It's a big binder, and we'll share some close-ups later on. But I'm surprised to see that's such a big thing. But C-3PO was in there quite a lot, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
Yeah. So that.
On the R2-D2 Bible, the John Steers documents there, which is 10,000 to 20,000.
All right.
Pretty invaluable record there for anybody interested in droids.
Yep.
10,000 to 20,000 is also the estimate on the Anthony Daniels script for Star Wars. Again, amazing piece of history.
I think go higher though.
Yeah, every chance. Every chance. And then 2,000 to 4,000 on the holiday special set, which I think offers, represents pretty good value.
Yes.
Hope somebody can pick it up in that kind of range.
We'd like to thank Propstore for sharing these items with us. To learn more about Propstore, check out their auction items, and register for future auctions, be sure to visit them at propstore.com. This has been your Geek Fix.